What's up, y'all? How many of y'all remember this picture here? You remember this picture from the press conference? I bet y'all, as young as y'all are, y'all all have seen this video. Everybody's seen the video where Aaron Pryor goes up to the Sugar Ray Leonard press conference trying to ask for a fight and don't get it. Or he's trying to create the buzz for the fight. Everybody remembers this, but no one talks about
no question.
This.
Do you still want to grow in? Do you want to let him grow up and fight Leonard and Hearns?
Well, right now, I think we'll just work on the fact of the junior welterweight and the lightweight.
In other words, it's easier for him to go down than up.
Oh, yes, well, he's
Well, I left him when the big boys want to fight me because I want to fight them. As a matter of fact, I was off $500,000 from Sugar Ray Leonard. This was before Dave started training me. And I thought that wasn't enough for me to be a champion and he'd get $4 million. So I turned it down. And I was supposed to fight Duran this October coming, and the fight never came through. So I want to fight the big boys, but I'm still ranked in Ring Magazine as number 4 as a lightweight, and I'm the junior welterweight champion.
No one talks about that video, with some of the people are going to be like, man, I've never heard that before. Why is that? Well, let me explain to you why. Because Sugar Ray Leonard had the Dubas. He had those guys protecting him. Bob Arum had interest in everything that wasn't tied to Sugar Ray Leonard. And since Bob Arum did not own Sugar Ray Leonard, he became the target once he had a fighter that he felt he can put up against him, like Thomas Hearns. And once he had Thomas Hearns, he made the whole world believe Ray Leonard was a coward. Because, see, at this time, there's no Twitter, there's no Facebook. To find out your boxing information, you had to watch the news. You have to watch Worldwide of Sports. You have to wait for the Ring Magazine to come out. You have to wait till the Boxing Pro Inside. All these magazines to hear what these journalists said. These journalists were like guides back then, because what they said went. We never got a chance to hear what happened in the gym with so-and-so unless they did an interview with somebody like a trainer, and then we can get a bit of a piece of information. It's not like now. See, now it's harder to mask it because you can't just go and get a journalist to write something and control everybody's minds when it's so many other things that's happening from regular people putting out the information live from the gyms. You get interviews from random regular people which dispute and refute all these lies and rumors that they try to build up. So it's harder to be fooled, in my opinion. But some people want to believe the lie because they don't want to look foolish, and they've already been associated with it. Instead of saying, oh man, God, I made a mistake, they just say, well, I'm already here. Let's just roll with the lie. Even though they know it's a lie. And that's how they live their lives. It's funny, you'll see them too. It's a lot of people who live in that, the actions that they do there, they use it in their everyday life. They just follow the lie all the way down the road, lying to themselves. Now, continuing on what we were talking about, this comes to play with Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor, Ray Leonard ran from Aaron Pryor. See, that's the notion they want everybody to see or everybody to hear about. But not once will you hear about Thomas Hearns, how he couldn't win the big one. Because, see, that was the talk. Thomas Hearns is my favorite fighter of all time. But I will tell you, watching Thomas Hearns and going through his career, he was known as the guy who couldn't win the big one. They labeled him that. Then he started winning world titles and going up in weight, and putting on all these exciting fights. Back then, it was so cool for him to lose, even if he lost. If the fight was competitive and great, like Hagler Hearns Leonard. Nowadays, Hearns would have just been a bum who just couldn't win a big fight. Back then, both fighters prospered off of the fight. So, a lot of things have changed since then. But let's get some facts straight. Sugar Ray Leonard and then offered him $400,000, as you heard Pryor say, for him to take the fight. And he turned it down because Ray Leonard was getting $4 million. He's counting somebody else's money. But what you didn't know is that they also offered him $700,000 as a final offer. And he still didn't take it. You see, that's another thing a lot of people don't know. That wasn't ever a final offer. They sweetened the pot over and over again. They went to $700,000. He didn't want to do it. He wanted $1 million. He was going to take $1 million and nothing less. So Aaron Pryor negotiated himself out of a fight. So for those of y'all who don't know the ins and outs of the business, and a lot of y'all saying somebody's ducking and this and that, and Floyd Mayweather only fights for money. Everybody fights for money, stupid. And the thing is, this has been going on for years. People price themselves out of fights. They don't take fights, but all of a sudden, Ray Leonard ducked Aaron Pryor. That is the word that's out on the street. No matter what happened behind closed doors, no matter how great he was, people gonna still say, because it didn't happen, he ducked Aaron Pryor. Wow. And well, they said, well, that's gonna tank Floyd Mayweather's career if he don't fight Manny Pacquiao. How? Floyd is already Hall of Fame. Manny, they already gonna stick him in the Hall of Fame. But realistically, I want to see the fight happen just so you can get an example of what would have always happened. I mean, we got to look at it for what it is. Manny's a shell of himself, and he was already never great as Floyd. So, I mean, y'all know where this is going. If this fight doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. This fight is not going to be great for the sport of boxing. That's not the problem with boxing. Everybody's looking for one fight to save it. It's like, oh, this fight is going to save boxing. Boxing don't need a fight to save it. What boxing need is for everybody to stop BSing. That's all it needs. Everybody get off this BS. HBO, Showtime, get off your BS. Golden Boy, Top Rank, get off your BS. Start working together. Start putting these title fights together so we can know who the champions are. So we can know what's going on in the sport. That's what's wrong. Everybody's circling the wagons and only start worried about their team. Like, hey man, this all us here. And our money, we gonna leave it together. It's our house versus their house. And now fans are gonna get tired of that. They're gonna get tired of it. They're already tired of it. How many times they finna shove Pacquiao Marquez down your throat? You know he fighting Marquez. Come on. It's already being set up. Yeah, get smart.